Welcome, everybody. This is kingernorth here. And today we have War Within. Okay, and we're going to look at some of the updates to start with. I don't know how many of you have downloaded the new update yet. Probably some of you have. Be sure to say hi in chat. I'd like to hear from you. That'd be great. And we're just going to have a little bit of fun having a look at what the new features are that have come out within this War Within release. There's been quite a few changes, and some of them are pretty obvious, and some of them not so much. But that's okay. So let's have a look here. I'm in here, and I'm opening up my screen just to see the build notes that they released, and there was a nice long story from them, and that the War Within took quite a while, and it said. Finally, it's here, the developers and players said in unison with tears of joy in their eyes. When traditional developers pen their open letters, it's often the last step after months or years of development. It's often a sign to address the people who are about to drive, I should say, into the finished work of a collective group. But Warframe is far from traditional, and our work is never done. So congratulations to the development team at DE to get this done. This was a big project for Digital Extremes to get this out, and we're glad it's there. So just to let you know, one of the things that they had come out is they actually brought up a new glyph. So if I just hop out of here, and we'll just escape out of there so I can get moving around the ship. And let's see, where do I find the glyphs? Oh, actually, they're under my profile. And if we go to glyph, we can go down here and we'll see that I don't have very many of them picked up. There's Tenno Khan. Well, that's the lotus symbol profile. Okay. Let's see, where's the new one? Here it is here. There it is. That's Teshin glyph. That's a new one. Or at least new that I've noticed. And I think that's probably the one there. This one here is with my Titania. Or oh, that's Trinity? Okay. I thought that would have been Titania, but it's okay. There's my Rhino profile icon. As you can see, I haven't spent platinum on the glyphs themselves. There are plenty of them out there. I got the Necros Prime that came with my Necros Prime when I got it. And of course, up at the top, the very top, there's always a couple that everybody has. I got an Excalibur one. But these are the actual glyphs. These aren't profile pictures, so I could actually check on that as my currently active, my Teshin, which is the new one in here. And I can go back. And in fact, we'll go down to our arsenal. Let's go down to gear. And what don't I need in here right now? I can probably get rid of something in here, I'm sure. How about these here? The Moa Spectre. We'll get there to him. We got the Ancients in there. And there's my Guelph Prism. So we can install that. Let's equip that. And there it is. And it's got one in it right now. I can see in here I got a few different things. I got some cipher keys, got some health over here, got some energy over here, scanner, and so on. Some ancients in there to help me out that I can bring in as buddies, and some traps. So all of those things are loaded up right at the moment. So that's just some of the things that are going on in there. So let me go through and have a look here. There's a bit about the new War Within itself. I'm going to be doing that later today. I'm going to start that at 8 o'clock this evening. I'm going to start playing it and see how it goes. And see how far I get before I decide to stop the stream. But also with tonight's stream, if I have a few people on there, hopefully watching it, I will have something to give away. So you might be of interest. And as long as you play this game, it won't matter whether you play it on PC, Xbox One, or PS4, the giveaway will work for you. Okay, but it has to be somebody who plays the game. It doesn't do any good if you're not playing. There's a new tile set out too. There's a new Kuva Forest, which I haven't seen yet, and it will unlock some of this stuff when you finish the War Within. So that's going to be important. And for those people that don't know about it, you need Sedna Junction open. So that's really, really important. But there are some new enemies out there now. To me, they look like little Buddhas with armor on there, wearing their leather, but they're the Queen's Guard. So they're going to come and play an important part in here. There's also a jester that's supposed to be pretty mean, which we'll find out when we get into the War Within. So that ought to be interesting. There's some new weapons. Some of them are available after you get through the War Within. I'm not sure if they're available before. The Twin Roga, the Keshag. Why don't we go and have a look and see what's in the market? See if they're actually there. So we'll take a look up there. Oh, there's the Twin Roga right there, and there's the Tsar. Those are both new weapons. And let's get rid of blueprints only, because there's the Keshag. There, another new weapon. So these look pretty new. These are some of the other new things that are out there. This Kuva braid, that's a new item too. The Kuvas are all the rave at the moment for everything that's coming out with this update. Kavat armor, Kubro armor, so you can dress up your cat or your dog. I think the cat one looks really cool. The dog one, it's okay, but I think the cat one is really cool. So let's have a look here at this, because this one said it was a blueprint. So here it is. It's a barrage of explosive or a huge shot of flak from the cannon's enormous barrel. It looks huge. So let's see what the blueprint requirements are on this. Oh, we need a Kuva. That's going to be something new that we're going to have to get, and I need 1,800 of them. Oh, and I need a Dracoon. Of course, you know, after I've gotten rid of that, and I've actually had it, and I think I've even got rid of the extra blueprints. That kind of figures, but that's okay. If I have to build it again, I'll build it again. Not a problem. Okay, so that's that one. The Twin Roga also is a weapon here. Signature pistols, so these are new fancy looking pistols, and the graphics are just superb on this stuff here. So let's see what the blueprint says on it, and in the end it needs Kuva, and Argon Crystals, not so bad for Argon Crystals. Can get those over in the Void. Not usually too hard to get, but can get them over there. So that's interesting. So I'm going to need this new Kuva. This is going to be something new I'm going to have to come across, and I'm sure that's within the new tile sets. So that's going to be interesting to see there. Of course, your alternative... Oh, yeah, the alternative there, you can just spend 225 platinum. You don't need to go collect anything, and you can have it right now. I think I'll hold off on that, but let's have a look at this new melee. It's a huge melee. And right now, look at this thing here. It's got this braided piece added to it. I'm not sure what that's about, but it obviously looks pretty cool. It's got a big counterweight on one end and a blade up at the top. So this one's a purchase only at this point. So it's also part of, this item is part of a bundle for community collection. So I'm not sure what all that's going to mean, but there's the blade up there. So this is a pretty hefty looking weapon here. It comes with not too bad of stats to start with. The attack speed's a little on the slow side, which is expected for something this long. So nothing too out of the extraordinary at this point. So we have other things in here. There's the Kuva braid. Nice little piece of dress up. Nice Sedana. With those particular colors, they would have been good at Halloween. Missed that by a week, but, you know, that's the way it goes. And that's a straight purchase item. And then there's this community collection. What is in that? For 900, 895 platinum. So not cheap. But let's see here. It comes with the weapons, the armor. It comes with the cannon. The Keshag, Halberd, Twin Roga, as well as the fearsome Kuva armor, Kuva cloak, Kuva cord, and the bundle includes 4 landing craft skins, and Kuva Kubro and Kuva Kavat armor. So it includes a fair bit. And it says here, several items in this package cosmetics for the following item which you do not own is a scimitar. I don't have a scimitar. So I'm not even sure what the scimitar is, but we're going to find out in a second here. So, you know, I could get that for 900. I think I'll hold off on that for the moment. Ah, the scimitar is the other landing craft. Yes, okay, so that's why. This comes with multiple parts for it. And I'm not even sure what's involved in here. Yeah, you need some scimitar parts. And I don't have any of those parts right now. I have the credits and I have the Orkin cell. But none of the parts. So I don't think I'll be getting that anytime soon. But this is pretty cool. Nice looking pack. A little bit of prestige. I'll have to consider that. I do have a fair number of credits. And who knows? Maybe I'll pick up a 75% off sometime soon. And pick that up. Get that for a few dollars. It does come with the weapons, so that's a possibility. 3 weapons right off the bat, plus all the armor. That could look pretty cool, and I think it could be pretty effective. And who knows, I might need it for these guys to go and fight them. So that's everything that's out there. So, you know, if you want a better look at the cat, there we go. There's the cat there. Turning the cat around. I think that's a good looking piece of armor for that cat. That's a different tail than the cat that I've got, but mine has the 5 points on it. But that's okay. Let's go back. And that's pretty close to what my Cooper looks like. So it gives him a little armor. I don't think it actually helps him any to do anything, but it looks alright. I think the cat's really looks good. So it'll be interesting. I'm sure there's a few of these out there already. So let's get back out of here and let's go have a look at some more items on my list here. Let's see. Some additions, some frost changes have been made. Oh, they got cloth physics now to them. So you know what? Why don't we go down and have a quick look. I have Frost. I don't have Frost Prime. Both of them have had the touch-ups. So let's go to Equip. Let's go look at Frost. And right now we can see. So it's got a little more movement to it and not quite so static. All the long drapings and things like that. So we actually get some more texture to it. So that's alright. We'll go back to my Loki. My Loki's got some low-end weapons on it right now. Basically, we're trying to rank some up. The Racta Ballistica, which is from Red Veil. I picked that up, and I've actually put 1 Forma on it and working on that. The Burstin, I've got it almost ranked up. In fact, if you go to upgrade, oh, look at that. I got lots of room to add things. I probably should just to get a little more kick out of it. It's a little on the soft side. What do we got? 80% critical damage. Critical chance is pretty low, though. This one brings up the fire rate. Wildfire. No, I think we're gonna... We already have some electricity. It looks like that's about the strongest thing I have. If we add a major portion of electricity to this thing... Yeah, we can get that up a little higher. Still, it's a pretty low-end weapon. I don't think there's much I'm going to be doing with this thing. It's being ranked for the sake of ranking it. Let's see what else have we got on here. The Bolt Ace. And I think this is going to be good enough to start with to show what's going on in here. Because what we're going to do is we're going to go into a mission here shortly. And just have a look to see what that does for us. So... There are some new additions that have happened as well. So it's not just Frost and Frost. There's also a solo mode. We'll start a little faster now. So after 5 seconds instead of, I think it was 9 or 11 or something higher. Decorator mode. We should be able to move things around and place items without having to go through all the maps. You can also go up and see Maru at the relay. And you can get weekly Clem missions have been added to the World State Alert, window alert. For those people that are at Mastery Rank 22, which I believe is the top rank, is now no longer the top rank. You can now rank up to Mastery Rank 23. So there is a movement there. So you'll have something to accomplish now. There's been an update to the Kavat face so that the one that looks pretty flat has been changed to get better. There's also some graphical updates. Let's see here. They also added some shortcuts or fast travel to Darvo's shop, the Cephalon Samaris, when you're in the relay, so you can go to the conclave and navigation as you pick points. There's also more robust display for graphic options, and you're going to see that in a minute here. I'm going to go into a simple mission just to show what the graphics are like, and we're going to try a couple of different missions to see what it's like. There's also been some other changes. Sorties, the daily sortie is no longer available. That's been finished. But they are coming out with a new way of doing that now. But again, a lot of things are going to hinge on getting the War Within opened. So you're going to have to work towards that. There's also endless void fisher missions. So that happens there. So you can actually choose relics after additional waves have completed. And it could be a wave of 5, could be after 1, depending on the type of mission you're on. There's changes to capture missions. They now have 3 ratings, easy, medium, and hard. And there will be nullifiers and some white-suited corpus targets capable of creating a snow globe, snow globe-esque barrier are no longer available in the lower capture levels. So the people starting out don't have to deal with that, which is probably a good thing. Don't beat them up too badly to start. There were a ton of changes, and then there was a hot fix to go along with it. But that's okay. You know, like, this is part of the game, and we know that these changes take place, and that's just the way it is. So I'll just get my windows rearranged here a little bit again. We'll see if somebody comes and joins me in a little while. In the meantime, let's go, let's see, what can we do here? We can go in here into equipment. We'll go to the landing craft. Customize, don't want to customize it. Place, edit, move. Okay, so this is one that I wanted to do. Let's go back up into the, oh, he doesn't, he only walks when you're in this mode. So there we can see that one there. Because that doesn't quite sit on that pedestal quite right. There we go. And we'll get it positioned. And that's better. So now, once I've done that, I should be able to come around. Yeah, I can select other items are turning red to tell me I can select them. There's that big vase that I've got earlier. So I could grab that now and I can relocate that. Let's put it a little more centered. So you're going to be able to do multiple things at once, which is a huge improvement, which I'm glad to see. And then escape, it says number 1 is place decoration. Escape is number 2. There's a middle menu behind my head there. There it is. Just to let you see it. And so we'll escape and we're back out of that mode. So let's go run a couple of missions just so you can see what the new graphics look like. They've improved the lighting. They've improved the detail level, the sharpness. The shading is much better now. It's much more realistic. Let's see if there's something good on the alert we can do at the moment. There's Maru's Bazaar on Earth, so if you want to go there directly, it is now listed underneath the alerts. If you go underneath the sortie tab, sorties are no longer available. So it says here, complete War Within quest and equip a rank 30 Warframe, and then you can do some of this here. So I have the rank 30, but I don't have that. But the sorties are not the same as they were before, so they're not going to be the same. Fishers, we still have our fishers here. We still have our syndicate missions. The infestations have changed. We now have construction status, so you can actually construct items. So I'm not sure what these are. These are the Formoran and the Razorback Armada. So whatever these things are you can build will depend on your ability here. So we're going to give that a try in a little bit too. We're going to start out easy just to get something going here. And there is a spy, there's a sabotage, and there is a capture, but we're just going to go and just do one that I can just take my time going through. I'm in the friends only just so I can manipulate it a bit easier. So we're going to get started. Yeah, sure enough, it counted down from 5 up in the top corner. So we're going to hop into the mission here and see where we end up. So we're jumping into this mission, and here it comes. So I need 30 rifle kills. That's okay, I want to rank that up. The first thing I notice is the map up in the top left-hand corner, which is actually behind my logo, is clearer. But when I put it down here, it's actually really clear down on the main area. It's just above my head here, just up there. There's the map, and as I uncover more and more of it, it'll make sense. But the clarity in here is just great. This used to be so dark and hard to see. The light differences coming in. Look at the beaming light. It's more realistic. So if you get blinded a bit by the light, you do. Watch out for the bad water here. You don't want to be standing in it. But you can see the glare. You even get lens flare on the screen, which is pretty neat. There's a little bit of colored lens flare. So while we're doing that, we're going to hop down here. Let's go see what rooms we get, because there have been some changes made to some of these rooms. There's your Orkin cells. Yeah, I got 1 Orkin cell in that one. They can be up to 5. I don't think I've ever heard of them being any higher than that. Oh. There's our Iaton stars. We'll pick that up. That one's worth 50 endo, so you don't want to leave those behind when you find them. Oh, look at that. Another one. That's wild. 2 in the same little room. So we'll see if we happen to come across any sculptures. Oh, look at that. There's somebody hanging on out there. So I'm going to go into invisible mode. I can't believe they're walking across the green, though. That kills them. There. We'll get rid of her. Another one here. Yeah, rifle's a little bit better than it was. Actually, one-shotting most of these, which is nice. It fires a number of shots with a single shot. So the clarity in here is good. But look at this water down here on the ground now. Like this water, now that I'm not invisible. That's so much cleaner. That used to always be so muddy and green. And you didn't see anything below the water level. Even your own feet, if you look very carefully, when you're standing in it, they get clouded a little bit by the water. They've actually gone to that attention to detail. Now in this room here, there's one more barrel there, but we're going to go up. That's all super clear up there. So we're going to jump up there and we're going to see what... So there's an item there. We're not going to use the explosive barrel. This is cleaned up. This was just like a dark, dark shadow before. You can actually see up in there now. So now we can hop out of here and back down to the bottom. And we'll knock off that barrel and let's continue on our way.
Keep going.
Whoop.
Nobody knows you're here.
We better take these while we're at it. Look at that. That's working out nicely. Get rid of some of those guys while we're here. Oop, missed him. Let's reload. Okay, we'll see what goodies are in here. Look at the floor. The texture on that floor is just great. It looks like a metal that's been painted over. It's got that uneven layeredness to it. The little patches, the little weld spots, they actually give a nice three-dimensional look to it now. Much better graphics. Now, you do have the ability, if your computer can't handle the extra graphics needs, you do have the ability to tone them back down. But I'll tell you, when you see them like this, you really don't want to. You'll be going out and spending big money instead to buy another computer. They may not make you spend money on the game if you don't want to. But I'll tell you, for this level of graphics, it's easy to understand why you would. Okay. Let's go see what's out and about around here. Gotta go clean up. I don't think that's gonna open. Even that black floor. Look at the shadow edges. I am impressed. And here we come into some rain. You can see it actually raining on the screen. A little bit of lightning in the background. They've really gone and looked after the details. Makes it a much more pleasing experience when your mind thinks, you know, this is as realistic as it's pretty much going to get. We're not quite VR. We're not working in full real 3D. It's still a 2D environment as it being a flat screen. But I'll tell you, the quality is certainly there. Yeah. What do we got? We got another spot here. Open that up. I guess we're heading out here then. There we go. Oh, I see some things on the map. Ah, this is one of the rooms that have been redone. Look at how sharp an image this is. This is just fantastic. And we don't have to go down in the green goop anymore to go get the barrels at the bottom. They've taken those ones out. They've redone this area up here. For those people that haven't done all their scanning yet, you want to make sure you do the cephalon fragments. Look at how clear this is and how the lighting gives you a realistic effect. You don't have to jump over this little bit of a railing. They pulled that piece of a railing out so you can actually run out of there now. So well done. And you probably still don't want to walk into that goop at the bottom. That used to always hurt our health. Let's see if it does now. Oh yeah, look at that. I had the little red coming up around my icon, but luckily I soaked up that little bit of health that was there, and it restored me back to my 225. This is Loki. Doesn't have a lot of health built into it, so you got to kind of take care of Loki a little bit. Oh, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. Make sure we get fully loaded. Go invisible again. Where's all our friends? Oh, look at that. Barrels, stuff we can't open up. I hear voices. Oh, there's some goods in here behind this door. Another room that they've cleaned up the graphics on. It used to be dark and dingy in here. It's still dark, but I don't think it seems so dingy anymore. Really sharp graphics. The lighting, they paid a lot of attention to lighting. That being a little bit of my background with working with bands in the past. Lighting means a lot to me. So I appreciate seeing good lighting. So let's see, go up here. We're going to check everything out. Oh, barrel's red today. We're not going to open that locker. And there's things inside here too. Another one of the rooms. Hey, we're getting all the different types of rooms, which is really nice. Again, the attention to detail. The shine where there should be shine. Matte when it should be matte. Impressive. And things seem to be working. So they spent a lot of time. Took them a lot longer to deploy this than they thought it was going to take. But I think people are going to be happy. This is an improved experience. Oh, another star. Another cyan star. That's okay. That's 150 endo I've collected. That one gave up a mod. That was nice. This is back where we started, but there's somebody that's glancing into the other room there. We don't want them to wander back. And somebody did. Look at that. Hate when that happens. Alright, so... Looks like we got everybody. This was actually a pretty calm place this time. A lot of times you end up running around here. Oh, there's somebody else showed up, though. They tend to do that every once in a while. They show up where you're not expecting them.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
Look at all these guys hanging out in here. Not bad. Oh, I want to forget the barrel that I'm standing on. There we go. That may not have been good. People, they probably heard me. Oh yeah, look at this.
You've been seen.
Had to wait for the reload there. No problem there. There we go.
Alarms reset.
Nobody else out here to bother me? I'm gonna stay out of the green gook. Who's trying to sneak up from behind? Look at that, eh? Now, we did the barrel there. Let's just jump over onto these rocks, have a look across. No, all those lockers are red, so we don't need to go back there. So we'll just carry on. See where we end up. Take him out right away. Grenier worlds tend to be very rainy, so we just kind of put up with it. Kind of like our own environment. Every once in a while, we're not the happiest with what's out there, but what are you going to do? Now, this one here, there is another little room, and I'm going to go back and show you in a minute. Just so you know where it is for future reference. This room's nice and clean and bright now, too, all in the back corners. They've taken some of the different panels down, changed some of the textures on the wall. There's one of those Cura, in case you need to scan those. They're located in different places in different tile sets. Oh, he's underneath there. Okay, there he is. He's walking on there. Let's take care of him. There we go. Couple more down here. Oh, look at all those people through the window. We'll take care of those. Another one down here. That looks like that's going to be our path out of here, being the fact that that door is locked and we've got to unlock it before it'll open up. So let's hop back around this way and see if there's anybody here. Great textures. You can actually get out of the rain just like you would normally because of the conveyor that's covering it up. They have put a lot of thought into how this is displayed. This is all really good. Actually, I think there's... Oh, we came from that room over there. We already checked out the side room, but what I want to show you is up there. There's a room up here. Look at that. Now, depending on what you're going to find in here, first time I found this, there was actually one of the sculptures were up here, so I was looking around to figure out how to get in here. And I eventually found it. Okay, so I think we're heading off to the next section. So let's do that. Oh, 2 more barrels. How could I miss these ones? These ones sit out here. Sometimes you get good things, sometimes not so as good, but hey, you gotta keep trying. It's amazing what you'll find in these things sometimes. There we go. Take care of some of this stuff along the way. Well, there aren't too many enemies left. There's only, I think, 3 enemies by the looks of things. Make that 2. Make that 1. Oh, nothing there. I'm gonna leave the explosive ones alone. Okay, this one has a little different topping. Nothing up top there that I've ever found anyways. We'll go finish up this one here. We'll have a few things hanging around. Oh, look at that. The one that's left has come out to play. There he is. Okay, that takes care of all our enemy. So that's going to make the rest of this easy. That means we're probably almost at the end of the map, too. We're going to knock that fan out of there. Pop into this room. There's a barrel. I've been starting to find more and more bad guys in here, too. Grenier tend to be hanging out here, or one of their other henchmen. And something you may want to look for when you're doing it. I don't really need to go there, but there is another tunnel across this side, another pipe, and it goes down, and then we drop through the floor. And when we turn around, there's the opening, and it lets us out down here. And if you're wondering where the other one was, there it is up there. So we didn't have to go far, but it does allow us to find things in that area sometimes that we're looking for. So this is the last main room that we're going to get to. We're almost at the exit, and that's fine. Oh, another star, wow. I have a feeling I think that was 4, which is extremely high. Sometimes you don't get any, sometimes you get 1 or 2. These were all cyan stars. If you get an ember star, you want to pick that up. That's worth 100 endo as opposed to the 50 with these ones. So I'm just going to drop through here. There should be some more goods down here, and there is. So we'll just clean up. See what items we can manage to pick up. There's one more barrel out here and a locker, and that should be it. And we're done this mission.
Another job well executed.
So let's see what we ended up with on that. So my Burston's actually made it up into rank 28, which is good. That means it's not far from being rank 30, and I can stop using it. This one I really need to get up, and I need to try and get that up a lot higher before I start that war within tonight. I think it's going to be the secondary weapon I take with me. I've been really impressed with it. Oh, we did get an amber star. Look at that. 3 cyan and 1 amber. So I actually have a spreadsheet going that I keep this stuff on. So I'm going to just update my list here because that's 1 amber. So I have 93 ambers right now and 3 more cyans. So that actually gives me 344 of the cyans for a total of 437 stars. Now you might be wondering what you do with them. And I can show you very quickly. So just in case you haven't seen it. One of the things that happens with this is you end up with... Aha, hi Nachos. Welcome to the stream. You can join me in the Discord chat if you like. I'm in there too. I'm in the live room. You're more than welcome to join in. And we can just go through this and we can see. Now, when you get your item, you can come down here and you can go down to your mods panel, your mods console, and there's your item sculptures. So if you jump into here, these are all your item sculptures, and at the very bottom of the list is this number of stars of both types that you currently own. And in here too is all the different types. This is one I actually picked up this morning. I put the stars in it.
I've run diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal.
So you can actually take that and you can turn it fully around. And by putting the stars into it, this one has 3 stars, which is 200 endo in stars. It actually brings the value up to 1,725, and it's only about 600 or so without stars in it. So 600 for a sculpture, 200 endo for stars, and all of a sudden you have something that's now 1,725 endo. Good deal. And the other ones have similar type increases, except for the Orda. The Orda's got the largest. So those are all the different ones there. So we're just going to go back up into the top here.
Collection of mods is impressive, operator. But
and just to show you what they all look like, we can come down here and crouch down a little bit. We can see in there in the bottom of the ship, we have the Orda, we got the Air, then the Vea, the Saw, and Piv. And then I've actually got one extra item in there, just over that way, that's got the Steel Meridian little sculpture spinning around there. And of course the vase, and then earlier we played with the stand, and there's the trader on top of it. He's sitting up there just waiting. So now we're gonna go in here and we're just gonna check something real quick. Hey Nachos, you there? I can see your... I don't hear you. I don't know why I don't hear you, but I don't hear you. Okay, he's going to try and see if that changes anything. I hope it's not my settings for that. I hope you're hearing me. He can text me in chat if that's the case. Okay, Nachos, I see you're in the chat again. Can you hear me this time? I can't hear you, and I don't know why. You're not muted. Let me just check my volume levels. Things were kind of screwed up this morning. I don't see Discord in my list, believe it or not. This is still screwed up from earlier. This may screw up the chat here for a second in the stream. Just hang on. Anybody there? Nope, don't. Okay, I'm back to my normal. For whatever reason, Discord is not showing in there, in my mixer. Isn't that strange? This is what happens when you update XSplit and everything goes crazy. Hey, DH, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I don't have the volume down. I just checked that. I don't know why. I don't even show it in my video, in my audio list, in my unit. And I'd like to have that fixed before tonight. So I think what I might do, and I don't know if this is going to screw anything up. I don't think it will, but I'm going to close Discord. Go to the moon. Look at this. Yeah, I am going to do... I am going to shut down my Discord and see what it does. I already had to reboot the computer because of all the changes. So we'll do this. We'll try it out real quick here. Let it pop up. And it looks like it's adding it to the list. So I'll jump back into the streaming room there in a second when it lets me. Okay. How about that? How can I not hear you? It even says hanger in my audio now. Okay, I will check the XSplit updated. Audio devices. Okay. No, I don't see anything listed for it or a plug-in. Don't understand that at all, Nachos. Yes, I did. I talked about the new invasions already, and I was actually going to go run one of them to see what they're like. Because now you can do a construction, which is actually kind of neat. So I don't know what's happened to the sound. We're going to have to work on that after, but it might be XSplit did a major update on me this morning, so I had to do a lot of tinkering around for about a half an hour to get things going. But you are showing in my hangar. I don't know why you're there. Oh, are we going to go off to a match here? This ought to be interesting. Can you hear me in game? Maybe not yet. Can you hear me in here? I'm trying a key command, but I only think it works when you're actually running the squad. Normally, Nachos and I can talk to each other, which makes it a lot easier when you're deciding on where you want to go. Which is makes it much more interesting. So I'm just going to turn that volume up a little bit so I can hear that. System sounds are in there. Stream live. XSplit, or not XSplit, but the hangar is there. Discord. Okay. Well, whatever reason it is. Okay, Nacho, since you can hear me, I'm going to let you go ahead. I'm in the invasions page myself. I haven't got the best of weapons on, but almost. I still have that Boltor going. So you go ahead and pick one of these, and let's give this a try. I don't care which one we do.
I can't pick it. It won't let me.
Really? Now, how did you talk to me?
Through the in-game chat.
Is that the one holding down the letter C?
Correct. You know, I think that's something we can only do once we finish the War Within.
That could be quite well. Yeah, that could be quite possible. I don't know if you're hearing me twice now or not, but for that sake, here, you know what? Why don't I try clicking one and see what happens? And I'll just go with the top one, Jupiter. Okay, it's letting me. It's letting me do it. Now, were you talking about the construction parts, or were you talking about this part?
To construction.
Yes, the construction. I believe you get that by finishing invasions. There was some notes about that in the update, and it was kind of strange because they've changed what the invasions are good for, and you actually get construction parts through them. So I don't know whether you have to get all the parts to move on, but I do believe that you're maybe correct that we have to complete War Within before we can use those parts. But do you want to run an invasion anyways, a regular one? Alright, so we're going to go in here. We're going to support some Corpus. We're going to get some Feldrons. Let's see what we can get out of this. This shouldn't be too bad. This is just a Jupiter. I'm not even sure what level this is going to be. Well, it's a 25 to 30. Let's see what we can get out of it.
DH, if you're in the... If you're still watching, can you hear me right now when I'm talking? Is this coming through on the screen?
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
The Grenier deteriorate over time. Is that what makes them violent?
Oh, there's fire on the floor we gotta watch out for. Like that I just stepped in. Don't do that. Anything down this way? Oh, we got another one joined in. Oh. Iton Star down in this end, in this room. Yeah, right here. Right by the door is the Iton Star. That's it. Okay. I'm good there. Now just some credits. Alright. Time to go get some guys. Let me switch weapons. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave the other one on. You guys are just flying up here. Oh, can't shoot those guys. That's right, we're shooting infested. Gotta keep that in mind. I think there was one more back here. Nothing special. Okay, I think we gotta take the elevator up. That'll work. Look at that, we got a couple of the Moas with us. Whoa. How the heck did I end up here? I ended up back at the beginning. That was weird. Nachos, I don't know what happened, but when we went up the elevator, I ended up back at the beginning of the map.
And you broke it.
Maybe. I'm not taking that elevator. I'll take the one on the other side this time.
Bypass complete. You may proceed.
Okay. That one took me up. That was strange. You guys are sure making it easy for me, though. Hi, you're so far ahead, I don't even know where you went on the map. This is bad. Oh, looks like you actually went that way. Might have gone. You had to have gone this way. Feels funny not having to do anything for those sensors when you run by them. Yeah, I'm working my way up the stairs. There is lots of things around if you want to collect things, but looks like everybody's just trying to get through.
No, I'm whoring.
Are ya? I guess nobody came across anything much out there. There's one guy here. You ready to go? Looks like everybody's heading back up anyways. Ah, here comes Nachos. Yeah, that was really strange that it kicked me right back to the very beginning of the map. I don't know what that was about. That was unexpected.
Another job well executed.
Oh, look at that. You got all the kills. I didn't get any. I got left behind. Okay. So are we ready to do that again?
Yep.
Near offensive support. We need to run it a couple more times, so. Oh, just the two of us. That's fine. Okay. And we're flying and flying and flying. Oh, here, I think we're going to go in a moment. Yeah, the graphics do look so much nicer, though. There's no doubt about that.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
The Grenier have no honor.
Oh, bad guys are the other way. Oh, that's one of our guys running around in there.
The bypass is done. Go.
Oh, where are we going? We're going that way. The other way. I think this is it for now, yeah.
Bypass complete. You may proceed.
Nope, that was a dead end. Whoa! Jumped off the edge. A little too far. Just one little locker inside.
Another job well executed.
Okay, it looks like we need to run it one more time just to finish it off. So we'll get the third one in. So we'll run again, see if anybody stays.
Operator, messages have arrived in your inbox.
Oh, we got 3 of us at least. Let's see if the 4th one goes. One more to go. And he's in 11. Well, looks like we're going anyways. He can leave if he wishes. That's up to him.
I have no idea how that timer started.
Okay. I know it wasn't me. People could watch my stream and see I did not click on it. Mind you, it's right behind the Battle Blade logo, so it might be hard to tell that for sure. Looks like we got the same map again.
Grenier Marine stationed here. Leave no one standing.
The Grenier have no honor.
bypass complete. Impressive.
Oh. Cephalon fragment if somebody needs it. Hey. What's in this one? Anything? Salvage. That's it. Okay, let's take the elevator. Oh. I hear flames.
The bypass is done. Go.
That'll do it. Okay, where the heck are we going here? Anybody know?
Not really.
Well, that was I'm looking for a marker somewhere. I don't even see one on my map. Tell me which way to head. All I know is nobody's near me. I see names on a page, but no idea how to get there. I don't think I can get there from here. No, I backtracked too far somewhere. Not sure where I got turned around, but I did get turned around, that's for sure. Well, now I got a green mark showing at least. Oop. This way.
It took me a while, but I finally got there. You have to go through the ductwork.
Yeah. Whoa. Well, there's where I ran into a problem. I ran by it. Not that way. Well, I was definitely not here before. You guys are gonna time me out anyways, doesn't matter. That's okay.
Another job well executed.
I don't mind that. Don't know what all that was. I got turned. I went past it at some point and then didn't find my way back. But let's. Hopefully these guys leave. There was something come in my inbox earlier. I don't know what it was.
The inbox has messages.
You continue to assist our enemies. Your meddling will not be tolerated. Yay, Vahek. Okay. So that's what came into there. So now, that invasion set should be done. It is 3 of 3. So that one's complete. So I'm not sure. Okay, it's back to just you and I, so. I'm not sure what else we do with these things now, but they said that these are coming into more play. Let's see if I can find it in the build notes again. Invasion changes. So, as a part of the effort to both repair and refresh the invasion system, the following changes and additions have been made. Prior sortie system Vandal and Wraith weapons rewards are now offered in the invasions, rewarded by the respective factions. So that's what's gonna. I think that's coming out of the builds, the construction. Interception missions will be added to the mix when playing for invading factors. Winning factions will now occupy the node for up to 24 hours. During this period, the invaders will raid the locations for resources towards a mysterious construction project. So that's where it looks like it ties in, is we're going to have to do this and then see what we can do with this. Mission type at a particular invasion node will change every 15 minutes. And the progress of an invasion crew can now lead to a faction-specific event. Watch closely as Grenier and Corpus gather enough strength. And then factions now pay an additional 1,000 credits each time you run a mission for them on the same node. Fixed issues with invasion missions loading to black and no spawning enemies. Fixed invasion progress not counting if player was in a mission during a hotfix. And fixed forward occupied nodes still showing the underlying bosses. So that's where the changes are in those invasions. So I think we're okay there. I don't think we're going to get any further on that right now. So that was a quick look. I wanted to get into invasions before I finish the stream. And it looks like I need to finish this stream so that I can get in here and figure out what's going on with Discord now. Now that XSplit has updated. And Discord and XSplit don't seem to be happy with each other at the moment. So I will be back at 8 p.m. Eastern. It is now about 3:15 in the afternoon p.m. here. So in a little under 5 hours. Expect me to be back, and we're going to run through the War Within and see how far we get. Now, it might just be me, it might be others. We're going to see how that works. I'm not sure if you can even play it with others. It might be all solo missions, but we're going to learn and find out. So until then, I